Yo, what's up? Kons motherfucking Podcast, live and direct, and sharing episode 41. Here we go. Hope y'all all had a good week. Hope y'all been thriving out this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? We starting to see signs of this shit letting up. Mask is being, you feel me, starting to be non-permitted. You're starting to walk around with no mask and shit. You know what I'm saying? Things is getting the sense of normalcy back again. You know what I mean? We all thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? Movie theaters starting to open back up, all this shit. So, you know what I'm saying? But I still hope everybody washing their hands, everybody's safe. I hope everybody's you know what I mean, COVID free. Shout out to all y'all getting them vaccinations. I'm not fucking with it, but shout out to y'all that's getting it though. You know what I mean? I ain't finna be the one to be a guinea pig. Although I've been learning about it, learning some things that I didn't know about the shit, but I'm cool. I'm not finna stand in line, you know what I mean, going to take that though. You feel me? Mm-mm. Mm-mm. Nah. It's just not for me. You know what I'm saying? I don't trust the government. It's hard to trust that they looking out for me. You know what I mean? I just don't think they are. I don't think they got me or nobody in their best interest. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not fucking with that shit. But shout out to all y'all that says y'all helping America open back up. Y'all the MVPs. Better you than me. That's about I have to say to that. You know what I'm saying? But let's get it though. Today we're gonna be talking about this coming to America too. You feel me? Excuse me. Got the fights tonight coming on down here at my brother's house, as y'all can see. You feel me? I'm in a different garage other than mine. You know what I'm saying? My brother's two nice cars next to me, keeping me company during this podcast. You feel me? But yeah, though, shit. Coming to America too. Just watched it. It's a pretty good movie. I had a good time watching it. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of they stuck to the script. You know what I mean? It's funny and shit. You know what I'm saying? It's uh 30 years after the new one. I mean the last one, you feel me, that we all know. It's 30 years after that, you know what I mean? So he has a son and shit, a king, you know what I mean? Apparently he had a son with somebody, you know what I mean, that he, I guess ran through one time. And it happened to be Leslie Jones. She played the mother of the son that he had that was calling that nigga the bastard, the bastard child. You know what I'm saying? And dude is an actor, the child, the one that played the child, he an actor too. I can't remember what I've seen him in, but he actor too though, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, so he went to find his son back in Queens and shit, got his son and shit. You know what I'm saying? And it's pretty much like the same type of story if you remember in the first one, you know what I mean? So his let's see. Um, so in the first one, when Eddie Murphy was like, bark like a dog, hop on one foot, you feel me? And she was barking like a dog, woof, 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 hopping on one foot. So her with the ponytail, you know what I'm saying? She in it, and she's still hopping on one foot. Because mind you, he ain't told her to stop in the first one. So she's still 30 years later was hopping on one foot, barking like a dog. You know what I'm saying? That shit funny as shit. And that happens to be the sister of what's his name? The sister of Wesley Snipes. He in it. You know what I'm saying? Wesley Snipes is in it. He got a whole bunch of comedy up in there. You know what I'm saying? He a real funny dude. He come in, got a whole little intro when he come in. You know what I'm saying? Dancing and shit. Like, I don't know, that shit was pretty funny. He definitely had some funny parts. But yeah, so he was the brother of that woman who kept barking like a dog, hopping on one foot and shit. You know what I mean? She's up in it. Man, the barber shop. They went to the barber shop when he went back to Queens. Mighty Sharp. Man, we all know the classic barbers, you know what I mean? They still had the jokes. They still had the joke. They kept it with the a few modern punchlines with shit that's going on with the trannies and shit. You know what I mean? He said he had a grandson that's now his granddaughter. Or he's had a granddaughter who's now his grandson, some shit like that. Whatever, you know what I mean? He put that in there. It's a lot of modern comedy. Um, uh, I thought the shit was dope. It's a real family orientated movie. You know what I'm saying? It's real, the theme is real family-ish, you know what I mean? It's fun, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely funny. The barbershop scenes is definitely, they stuck to the script on that classic barbershop scene from the first one, same comedy level, you know what I'm saying? They had the same cats in there, same actors. Um, the costume design. Um, oh yeah, he had three daughters. You know what I'm saying? It's 30 years from the first one. So he had three daughters in this. I mean, him and the queen he married and shit. You know what I'm saying? They had three daughters. Um, and one of the middle daughter in the movie is actually Eddie Murphy's real daughter in real life. You know what I mean? I think this was her first time acting and shit. But she did good though in the movie for sure. You know what I'm saying? She definitely did good. Shout out to her. But this was her first movie. I don't know if she's been in anything else, but she definitely did good in this one though. The wardrobe was definitely dope. Definitely real intricate designs. You know what I'm saying? They really stuck. They really captured that African theme with the dresses, the style, the dashikis. You know what I'm saying? The style everybody was wearing. Um, the style everybody was wearing and shit. It was real dope. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was a real dope costume design. It's the same person who designed the costumes for Black Panther. You know what I'm saying? Same designer. Her name is Ruth E. Carter. You know what I mean? She designed the same shit in Black Panther, the same one that designed the shit for this movie. Um, it's just a dope costumes, man. You can see like all the women is in nice, extravagant African themed style dresses. The men was dressed real nice, real upper class. You know what I'm saying? Baller shit. You know what I mean? Like without it looking like a Gucci or a Louis Vuitton. You know what I'm saying? But it still looked like royalty. You know what I mean? Without noticing like a brand. You know what I'm saying? If that makes sense. You feel me? So they definitely did a dope job with that. Costume design was amazing to me. I thought that shit was dope. The dance choreography is another thing that's real dope in the movie. Because you know they had the scene like in the first one, if y'all remember, where you know he brings the bride to be. You know what I'm saying? That the young prince is supposed to marry or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So you know, they had the whole little dance scene in the first one and shit. Did the same shit in this one. Whole little dance scene, you know what I'm saying? Whole little shit going on. It was dope though, real African. You know what I mean? It was definitely a dope scene, dope choreography. You know what I'm saying? Fatima Robinson, you know what I mean? She definitely did that. She well known with the choreography scene. She did a bunch of shit. I can't recall about past shit that she did, but she did a bunch when it comes to that choreography. Um, let's see. Yeah, the barbershop classic moments, you know what I'm saying? They was hilarious. Like I said earlier, it's a good family vibe. That shit was rated PG-13. That's another thing I thought was kind of weird. So the cussing ain't really on the level that you used to as far as when we talking about coming to America, you know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's a dope movie though. You know what I mean? Like it still was cool, but you definitely can tell that, you know what I mean, the cussing was limited. Like there wasn't just free cussing with fuck bombs and shit, you know, and bitch and all this and that. Like, I mean, the first one didn't have a lot of cussing in it either, but it was definitely apparent though. Like it was significant. You know what I'm saying? You noticed still was cussing in it. This one, you noticed it, but it was a different type of notice. It was a notice like, oh, you ain't heard a cuss word. So you pick up on it when they do say it type shit. You know what I mean? I seen the PG-13 rating and I was like, what? Like, oh no, that shit kind of threw me off. I ain't gonna front. Because I mean, this is an adult movie, you know what I mean? But I can tell it was money motivated. Let me say that. So the first one was money motivated, but you know what I'm saying? This one was money motivated. Like I could definitely tell that they was aiming for a different demographic. You know what I'm saying? Wanting to capture more people to watch the shit because more people's at home. So I understand the marketing and the money. You know what I mean? I'm not hating on that at all. So you know what I mean? They definitely censored the cussing a lot more. Get that extra ticket. You know what I mean? As far as a teenager and younger audiences, um, which is cool. I mean, if you're old enough, you got the blueprint of the original one in your head. So, you know what I'm saying? It's all about these dollars in this world. So, you know what I'm saying? They definitely did that to expand their demographic, which is understandable completely. Um, but it's a good movie though. I liked it. You know what I'm saying? Is it better than the first one? Definitely not. Um, Definitely not better than the first one. I would say the first one had more more punchlines, you know what I'm saying? Like more comedic phrases that you remember. And they kind of stuck to that in this one too, but you know what I'm saying the first one just had more shit that stuck in your brain, you know what I mean? It was more catchphrases, more punchlines and shit, you know what I mean? Um, it was definitely black star studded. We had Tracy Morgan is in this shit. Wesley Snipes, Lou Nell. I don't know if you're a female comedian named Lou Nell. Leslie Jones was in it. Morgan Freeman. You know what I'm saying? Then of course, Eddie Murphy, Arsenio Hall, and they 50 million characters. You know what I'm saying? So, but it's definitely a dope movie. James Earl Jones, the father. This nigga, I guess, was dying. So this nigga wanted a funeral while he was still alive. So you feel me? So they gave this nigga a funeral while he was still there, had a fucking casket tomb thing on the stage and shit. And you know what I'm saying? Had the tomb casket. He's standing inside of a casket, like standing up. You feel me? As if he was in there laying down. You know what I'm saying? Crazy shit. And then this nigga ended up dying at that funeral. Yo, that shit ain't funny, but they made that shit funny, man. Like the concept of that is crazy. Like they said, me a funeral while I'm here. Like, so they threw this nigga a funeral. And this nigga ended up dying at his own fucking funeral. Yo, but he had motherfucking Salt and Pepper come through. They had a cameo. In Vogue had a cameo. Gladys Knight had a cameo. I'm saying they all had cameos in celebration. You know what I mean? Um, they had a little cameo and shit in the celebration of this nigga funeral and shit. You know what I'm saying? So they all came through little cameos. Um, John Legend he's singing I mean, you can hear the classic tunes, the soundtrack from like the original one, but they like remade them, you know what I mean, more modern and shit. Like John Legend is doing the classic, oh, can you see I'm coming to America? That's the shit when the credits roll and shit, you know what I mean? A lot of parts of the movie in the first one. So John Legend is doing that shit now. You know what I'm saying? Made it sound real today, instead of 30 years ago or whatnot, whenever the shit came out. But it's cool though, you know what I'm saying? It's a dope movie, real comedy, you know what I mean? It's real natural, good comedy in it. It's a dope movie, very family themed, family based. I can tell it was aiming towards your whole family sitting in there watching it. It's dope. I thought it was a good movie. You know what I'm saying? Is it better? Like I said, is it better than the first one? Nah. You know what I mean? Definitely not better than the first one. I would not definitely say that it's better than the first one. No. But it's definitely funny. It's definitely worth a watch. Say that. It ain't like it ain't worth watching. You know what I mean? It's a dope movie, you know what I'm saying? And then they stuck to the script. Like I said, they didn't change too much. They kept everything pretty much the same. Looks and everything, you know what I mean? They even had a Randy Watson in that motherfucker. Sexual Chocolate came through. You know what I'm saying? Motherfucking who else? When they were speed dating and the twins, you feel me? My name is Peaches and I'm the best to fill my breast. You feel me? I know y'all remember that part, man. You feel me? When them twins made a cameo at the end of the movie. Yeah, man, it was dope. You know what I'm saying? It's just like not a remake, but it's definitely like a sequel, but it's like I feel like a remake almost. You know what I'm saying? Because like I said, the son, how in the first one they had a bride to be come present them and shit, you know, with the whole dude. Oh, the dude is in it too. The she's your queen to be. You know, that nigga, he up in there. You know what I'm saying? He lost weight. You know what I'm saying? He ain't like, you know, he was real fat, chubby in the first one. He's still kind of big, but you could he definitely slimmed down. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people made a comeback, man, to do the return and shit. You know what I mean? Which was dope. A lot of nostalgia for heads that's 30 and up there with my age. You know what I mean? Yeah, it was just, you know what I'm saying? I liked it. You know what I mean? It's a pretty dope movie. You know what I'm saying? Dope messages in it all around. 30 years from the first one. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you know what I mean? Good family movie. You know what I'm saying? Thought it was pretty dope, man. Coming to America too. If I gotta give it any kind of points out of 10, I think I would give it like a 8.5. I ain't gonna say it's a 9, like it ain't that close to like a perfect, but it's like close to being a perfect. So I would give it like an 8.5. You know what I'm saying? 8.5 out of 10. I think that's fair enough. You know what I mean? Where I think the first one I would probably get at a 10 out of 10 for sure. This one is definitely like an 8.5 out of 10. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's like the same script, you know. So they bring him the bride to be and shit in the first one, you know what I'm saying? And then, you know, Eddie Murphy, he ended up falling in love with the girl from Queens that worked at McDonald's, blah, blah, blah. We seen it. So he had the son, they had a bride presented to him, which was Tiana Taylor, which was Wesley Snipes' daughter. You feel me? So he had her, and he ended up falling in love with what happened to be his barber. You know what I'm saying? His royal barber. You feel me? Which was a female. He ended up falling in love with her and shit, and then they get married and shit. Um, and then they saw Eddie Murphy bring half of Queens, you know, all his family and shit back to Zamunda. You know what I mean? So and then, you know, it was a part in the first one where he was like, would you give all this up and go back to Queens? You know, and she's like, nah. You know, they kind of put that in the same shit with his son and the chick he ended up falling in love with. You know what I mean? She ended up asking him, like, you know what I'm saying, would you go back to Queens? Whoa, 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 whoa. And he's like, nah. You know what I'm saying? So it's just certain little cameos to kind of link the bridge from this one to the old one to the people that seen the old one. You know what I'm saying? A lot of new cats probably won't get the references and shit, the references towards the old one and shit, you know what I mean? Or the nostalgia. These niggas, you know, the new niggas, you niggas just wasn't alive. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Niggas just wasn't breathing yet. So, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, coming to America too. Watched it tonight. We got the fights coming later on tonight. I'm definitely going to tune into those. Me and my brother finna definitely watch that shit. I might vlog about that shit. Something crazy happened. I feel like something crazy gonna happen on this fight tonight. I don't know what, but we got Amanda Nunes fighting on the pre-fight before Adesanya. The dude Blackowitz or whatever, he beat Dominic Reyes last time. Dominic Reyes, the dude that fought John Jones. They went 5 rounds, and a lot of people says that Dominic Reyes beat John Jones. I mean, he gave John Jones some licks that fight. I would say it probably was a tie, but John Jones is the champ. He's the people's champ. He's the popular one. So, you know, the UFC shit, business shit, though. You know, they gave it to John Jones. You feel me? But Dominic Reyes definitely did his thing against that nigga. Um, um, the dude Blachowicz beat Dominic Reyes after that, I believe. And yeah, and then he's finna fight. The dude Blachowicz is finna fight Israel Adesanya, the motherfucking Matrix tonight. So we're gonna see how that shit ride. It should be a good fight, some good fights. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Derek Lewis. He fought last weekend, I think, or something like that. Knocked somebody out and shit. You know what I mean? Um, I fuck with Derek Lewis, man. I fuck with all my hood fighters, man. You know what I mean? All the fighters is really from the block that ain't really with that Hollywood shit. Derek Lewis is one, he a real nigga, like, you know what I mean? He just don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? He just some niggas is, trained for that Hollywood shit naturally. And some niggas just ain't. You know what I mean? And Derek Lewis, one of the niggas just ain't. You know what I mean? He too hood. You know what I'm saying? You can take the nigga out the hood, but you can't take the hood out of that nigga. One of them type niggas. So shout out to Derek Lewis. He fought last weekend. But yeah, I'm hoping for some good fights tonight. Coming to America was dope. Episode 41, constant motherfucking content. It's been a week. You know what I'm saying? Every week you're going to get some new content from your boy right here. You know what I'm saying? Once a week shit. Stay tuned. You know what I mean? Share this shit right here. It's a little bit of spoilers in this shit because I am talking about Coming to America too. So, you know what I'm saying? If you don't want to know what happened in the movie, don't share it too much. If you know somebody ain't seen it, you know what I mean? But still, share this shit though. On your page, share it on your friend's page. Tell them to share it on their page, their mama's page, their cousin's, grandma's page. Tell everybody to share this shit. You know what I mean? That's the best way of supporting this channel is share, 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 share. Share that link. You feel me? Constant motherfucking content. You know what I'm saying? Coming to America 2. This was episode motherfucking 41. You feel me? 41. You know what I mean? But shout out to all y'all that subscribed. I was at 253 other day. You know what I'm saying? I'm at like 255 now. So shout out to them, you feel me, new 2 subscribers, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Shout out to y'all. Hope y'all fuck with the channel. Like I said, it's constant motherfucking content once a week. You know what I mean? I'm trying to get to, 2-3 times a week. But like I said, I got a whole life. So it's hard to do every day. But once a week, I'm definitely committed to that. Shout out to Views from the East too, though. I was on their shit. Tune in. I was on their episode. They had me on their episode. I was going to record my view of it and what I said and shit from my side, but you feel me? I guess so. He hit record first, and I hit record, and they had to send him a permission. So I guess he didn't see it. Like he already sat down, and I didn't get to record that shit. So that's the reason why it's a week and there's some extra days because you know what I mean. I was gonna be episode 41. You feel me? But shit happens. You know what I'm saying? But shout out to Views from the East. Shout out to Dice. You know what I mean? Shout out to Jimmy, Prada, Wayne, whatever you want to be called, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? I call you Wayne. I'm always call you. Always be Wayne to me, my nigga. But yeah, shout out to y'all, Shay, and other cat. What's the other cat name? Swizzy. I can't remember the other cat name, but I just know that he boxes too. I used to box myself, so I got that in common with bro. I don't know him, no. I don't know his name. I can't remember his name. But yeah, it's the only dude with the dreads too on his channel. I just know he boxer, you know what I mean? And yeah, I used to box, so that's definitely recognized about cuz. But yeah, shout out to Views from the East and shout out to y'all. Keep doing your thing, my nigga, you feel me? But yeah, constant motherfucking content. It's Kons Podcast, episode 41, concluding. I might holler at y'all again after these fights, though. Tune in.